Going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Yes, it's time for Shadows of Brimstone, and we are tracking down a brutal night terror. Our heroes, Professor J. Randall Brown and Sadie Twin Guns, are ready to adventure forth. Feel like they're a little bit underprepared due to the town visit being cut short. Look at this. This is all we have in our side bags. Randall's got some bandages. Sadie has some lantern oil and whiskey. But we'll see how we go. So the first thing to do is hold up the old lantern, Sadie, if you would. Double free. Great start. So we are starting off with some creeping darkness. The darkness is always searching for a way out, so let's move the darkness 2 steps along the depth track, which gets us a darkness card straight away. Speaking of darkness, Randall's cultist ability, Black Whisper, I don't think it's ever come up, or if it has, I've forgotten to use it, so that perhaps means it needs improving a little bit. I'm thinking use D8 for any kind of hit, so horror hits, hits that might cause wounds whenever there's a darkness card, and also if a darkness card causes a growing dread card, it would extend to that as well. That might beef it up a little bit. Anyway, we are starting off with demonic speed, all demon enemies. So that will include the brutal night terror when we find it, +1 initiative and +2 move. Right, let's take our first steps. Randall, 6. You don't have the Rune of the Traveller anymore. You had to hand it over to the corrupt mayor of that river town. But still, that's a pretty good roll. That will get us to the doorway. A rickety bridge. Alright, Sadie. 1, 2, 3. You can scavenge. Nothing to be found. Next round, Sadie, double 6. That's a bit early in the day for a double 6. Actually, with stubborn resolve, Sadie can gain a grit. You'll notice we're starting with 2 already, thanks to the River Town's travel feature. And Randall is already maxed out because of this blasted broken collarbone. It would help if we actually flip the exploration token, wouldn't it? 1 exit and 2 encounters. Here we go. We're also adding the advanced encounter, a dark rift. Let's get that one out of the way first. A massive chasm is torn through this chamber. As you approach it, the dark mist swirling about its gaping maw now takes form. Floating apparitions shriek as they dart past you, threatening to tear away your most precious possessions, or even knock you into the darkness below. All heroes immediately gain their spirit times 10 experience points. Okay, don't mind if I do. So that's 30 for Randall. And yes, 30 for Sadie as well. And yes, we've had this before, haven't we? So the spirits are going to try and take our heavy items away. So for each one, we roll a die, and on a 1, we've got to discard that item or roll on the injury table. Right, let's do Randall first. So the tomb chest is quite important. What's that? What do you think? Cocked die? Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that. That's fine. The cult rifle. No problem. Book of the Occult. Fine. Right, Sadie's got all sorts. The Tomb of Ontaro is fine. The Black Gun Belt. Yeah, we'll keep that. Outlaw Armour. We need to roll 3 dice. Ooh, we're okay. The Judge. And the Plasma Arc. Very good. Don't I have 3 guns? Yes, and the Outlaw Pistol. Great, we're fine. Hidden stash. Markings scratched into the walls around the chamber seem like they must have some hidden meaning, perhaps left by a cunning bandit to remind him where his stash was hidden. Very good. Where is it? We need to make a cunning test with someone. I know Sadie's always keen to try out her looking glass, but it's going to have to be Randall, I'm afraid, with his cunning of 3. Let's see if we can score a 5. Yep, that's a pass. So Randall finds a secret panel in the wall, gains 20 experience points, And then he needs to make a luck test. Right, Randall's luck is 3. Failed. Could spend a grit. What could I get? Some loot? Yeah, let's spend a grit. He's maxed out anyway. That's not much better. Okay, so the panel opens to reveal the shriveled body of a bandit. A bullet between his eyes. Every hero takes D6 horror hits. Randall, 5 horror hits. Well, we need to dig out the pretty dice rolling box, don't we? Okay. He takes 3 sanity damage. That's fine. He has got plenty of sanity. Sadie, you take 4 horror hits. And your willpower is 5, so you take 2 sanity damage. You come across a patch of recently disturbed earth. Perhaps something is buried here, or someone. So we can scavenge this map tile up to 5 times. Sounds good. Let's get in there. So we've already rolled to hold back the darkness. So Randall is free. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's scavenge. Nothing. Okay, Sadie. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You will of course scavenge. Something, maybe. Nothing here. 10 XP, but we need to roll a d6 if the result is less than the number of scavenged markers. Well, there's only 1, so we're okay for now. Next round. The old lantern gives us an 11, which is fine. Randall, you can activate 4. That gets us to the doorway. Do we want to scavenge a little bit more? Yeah, let's make use of this location. See if we can find some nice treasure. There's a 6. Nothing here. Right, so 10 XP, and we need to roll a d6, and on a 1 we're going to get ambushed. Okay, we're fine. Right, Sadie. 4. Right, let's dig up some of this earth, see what we can find. Nothing. Right, well, I don't know if I want to hang around here. Let's hold up the old lantern and keep going. That's nice and bright, very good. Everything's rotated. Okay, Randall, you can activate and, yeah, peek through that doorway. We've come across a campsite. Okay, Sadie. 4 for movement. Yeah, let's get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we have our first clue. 1 exit, 2 encounters. Potentially also bandit hideout on a 4, 5, or 6. Yeah, 3 encounters. Alright, let's see what we've got. A dead outlaw sits on the floor here, propped up against the far wall. In one hand he holds a tattered satchel, and the other a 6-shooter aimed into the room, a twisted smile stretched across his decayed skull face. Nice. Do we want to take the satchel from his hand as a strength test? Yeah, Sadie can do that. Right, with the Ring of Zoo, Sadie's strength is 6. We need to get a 6 on one of these dice and not roll any 1s. Okay, no 1s, no 6s is a failure. Hey, we've got plenty of grit. Let's spend a grit. I want to know what's in that satchel. No 6s, and there's a 1. So what's in the satchel? It's some booby-trapped dynamite. His body rigged with dynamite, he explodes. Every hero immediately takes d6 wounds, ignoring defense, for each one that was rolled. Boom! Randall, how would you like 5 wounds? And you, Sadie, can have 1 wound. You are wearing your outlaw armour, which doesn't save you. Well, that was unfortunate. Next encounter, Rustler's Trap. Stepping into the room, you hear a click as your foot comes down on a pressure plate in the floor. A mechanism on the other side of the room lifts a crude wooden gate, and you hear the growl of something big lurking in the shadows. Is an attack. Reveal cards from the top deck of the low threat deck until you find one that has a large or bigger enemy listed. Okay. Hellvermin. And it's an enraged Hellvermin. It's going to have +2 to its combat. Rawr. Alright, the beast's elite ability is Vile Corruption, so more corruption hits when it bites me. But if for now you could just wait there in the corner, Mr. Hellvermin, we need to deal with the bandit hideout. A small fire burns at the centre of the room, with bedrolls and crates of equipment surrounding it. This appears to be the campsite of some bandits. As you enter the room, you hear a click. Uh-oh! So we all need to make cunning tests. Right, Randall, your cunning is free. You need to get a 5. That will do just fine. 666. And Sadie, why don't you use that looking glass? You'll get 2 dice. I'm going to spend a grit. Still failed. You have triggered a booby trap. So 20 XP for you, Randall, for defusing a trap. Dynamite explodes in Sadie's square, so fortunately Randall is away from that. So Sadie takes 6 wounds. Maybe her outlaw armour will save her. Nope. She still takes 5 wounds. This has been a very painful adventure so far. Right, are we at least lucky enough to find 2 loot cards? So this is a luck test. Randall, your luck is 3. You failed. Sadie, your luck is 2. Whoa, you got something out of that at least. Sadie, you find some gold nuggets and some gear. $100 of gold nuggets. 40 XP. Sadie, you have found a straight razor. Outlaws can use it, but it's all to do with combat hits, and combat's not really your thing, is it? Especially with a crushed arm, so a disappointing find, but we can sell it later. Right, well, this has been a trap-filled adventure so far, hasn't it? It's like playing Vic Dangerous. So we'll hold back the darkness, and do battle with this Hellvermin. Right, the Hellvermin activates first and is gunning for Randall. So scampers round to his rear. Alright, 5 attacks. Beginning to wish I still had the Amulet of Kotek, but oh well. 5 bites. That is 2 corruption bites. There's going to be 2d3 corruption hits as well. We'll see if we can dodge these first. Randall dodges both. How many corruption hits? 4. Randall's willpower is 4, so fails 3 of those. That's going to make him mutate. I don't want to mutate right now. I'm going to spend a grit. Right, that's better. 1 corruption point. There we go. Next one will mutate me, though. Alright, let's see if we can kill this thing in one go. Randall, you can activate. Spin around. Aim your cult rifle. Activate. No grit for you. Let's use these bandages. Exactly 5 wounds restored. Right, you get 3 shots with your cult rifle. Pow! 2 hits. Before we resolve those hits, hold on to your bullets. We need to resolve this fear effect of the Hellvermin. So 2 willpower checks. Failed both. You take 2 sanity damage, Randall. Right, anyway, the rifle hits. We'll make the first one a corruption shot, so we're going to be getting d6 plus 5 damage. Bang! 7. Hellvermin have a defense of 2, so that's 5 damage. And then the second shot deals 5 plus 1 is 6 damage, minus 2 for defense is 4 damage. There we go, those are some nice wounds on the beast there. Hopefully Sadie can finish the task. Okay, she activates. And with wildcard, she gains a grit. Right, we want to get up right up close for this. And she's going to whip out her new gun, the Judge. So 3 8-sided dice, and then the outlaw pistol in the other. 3 shots with that. This ought to do it right. Only hitting on 5s though. Right, so bit of a misfire then from this artifact gun, the Judge. We're going to spend a grit to view all these. Alright, better. That would be 4 critical hits, but hell vermin are tough. Still, we only need to deal 4 damage. So, just that 8 will do the job. Splooch! Alright, so that is 45 experience points for Randall. And 40 for Sadie. We do have a little bonus here for it being the trapped animal. Ooh. Ah, good. We've also found the Rustler's Stash. That's an extra loot card each. Randall, you find D3 Darkstone and some gear. So 40 experience points. Darkstone, 1 piece. And the gear you have found is bandages. Actually, that's good. Yes, could do with those. There we go. For those of you who have not watched earlier episodes, this 3 means the side bag is torn and can only carry 3 items. Sadie, you have found gold bars. And what's this? An artifact. Well, there's your gold and your experience. And the artifact is... Hey! Look what washed up out of the river. The Amulet of Kotak. Yes, I'll have that back. Thank you. It can go back around Randall's neck. And finally, before we move on, Sadie, you can catch your breath. And we can take off 2 wounds, yes. Alright, actually, I think before we head towards that doorway, there is one more thing. Sadie, these plague leeches, I think it's time to use them. We're going to pass these over to Randall, because while it's fun having lots of corruption for the cult rifle, next point of corruption will mutate us, so why don't you gobble down these plague leeches, or whatever it is you do with them. Alright, so we remove D6 corruption. Just the 2, and the plague leeches have drained a bit too much out of us. We also take D6 wounds. Alright, 2 wounds. I miss the Inquisitor's helmet. I miss having lots and lots of corruption for the cult rifle. I must find that thing. Alrighty, Sadie, hold up the old lantern. 7, that will do. Oh, and look, we rolled a 1. That's She-High's call. So, some grit for Randall. Oh, still got the plague leeches. Get them off me. Randall, you may activate 2. You can scavenge then, yes. Let's see what's here. Nothing. And Sadie, you can be the one to peek through this doorway. A rail split. We can go ahead and flip this exploration token now. 1 encounter, 1 exit. Right, what do we have? Tracks in the dust. There are some kind of footprints in the dust, leading to a collapsed section of wall, and they seem fresh. There may be something back there. Alright, so it looks like the deal is we pick a blocked off exit, so we'll choose that one. No, actually, that's going to be awkward. We'll choose that one because we can dig away at it, break through to find a new location, which will have a clue in it, and we get some XP as well. This is a card that should remain in play, but that looks like they ran out of room for the remain in play message, but we'll put that there. Sadie, you need to hold up the old lantern. We have our first failure. It is a She-High's call. Here we go. She-High. Alright, Sadie, you can activate first. You're going to give up your move to dig. Because you're a beefy lass. Your strength is 6 with the Ring of Zoo, and we're looking for 5s. There's 2. I'm quite eager on digging, so we're going to spend a grit. Very good. There's 5 successes. So, we have dealt 5 wounds to this end cap. Isn't that strange? And Sadie gets 100 experience points. Randall, he's too much of a nerd to be digging away at rock walls, so he's just going to activate as normal and move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will head this way, though, in anticipation. Before we move on, let's catch up with a few errors I made earlier. So, from a hidden stash, way back here, Sadie had failed 3 of her willpower saves from seeing the corpse, not 2, so we owe her some sanity damage. And from the bandit hideout booby trap, she took 5 wounds, but her outlaw armor gives her endurance 4, so she only took 4 wounds. We'll take that off. Alright, we can now proceed with caution. Sadie does hold up the old lantern. She has call, but Randall is maxed out on grit. Let's activate Sadie. 5 for movement. She's going to give up her move, actually, needing to roll, because she's digging, isn't she? Oh, no successes. That's surprising. And she's got no grit. Damn it. Right, Randall, you can activate. Why don't you give up your move and actually get your hands dirty and see if you can break through this wall? We'll just need 1 success from you with your noodle flappy arms, 2 strength. You failed as well. Well, that was a waste of a turn. Well, let's just go ahead and start the next round then. The old lantern gives us an 8, which is fine. Come on, Sadie, give it some oomph. That will do. She has broken through. A short passage. Randall? Do. Okay. Put yourself there. Next round. 6. That is not very good, is it? Looks like we're going to get a darkness card. I suppose I could use the lantern oil. Does it matter when I use the lantern oil? I'll save it for later anyway. So, our darkness card is Encroaching Shadows. We've got to move fast! The heroes are now -1 to the hold back the darkness roll. All heroes are now +2 move. Come on then, Sadie, run! 2, so that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Why don't you scavenge here? Nothing. And Randall, you just need to get to the doorway. Yeah. Let's have a peek through. A summoning chamber. Alright, next round. Actually, Sadie is here, isn't she? It was +2 to move, not +1. Alright, let's hold up the old lantern. We are -1 to this roll. Is still a pass, I think. Yeah, the hero posse marker is there. Right, let's flip this. So, thanks to Tracks in the Dust, this will have a clue icon if it doesn't already have one. It does already have one. Okay, whatever. We've got 2 exits and some monsters. Ooh, but first, is this the Brutal Night Terror's lair? We're going to roll a die, add 2 for our clue token we already found, and on an 8 or better, it's the lair. It's not the lair. Right, what beasties do we have then? Oh, another hell vermin. There we go. What flavour hell vermin though? 3. This one has fleshy boils for a total of 18 health. Right, the hell vermin is fastest off the mark and can only reach Randall, so that's who it's going to attack. Right, it snaps at him with 2 heads and scores 2 hits. Randall dodges neither of those bites. Let's spend a grit. Dodges both. Let's activate Randall first. 6 for movement. Can he get away from the hell vermin? Nope, he's staying right there. And then let's take aim with the cult rifle. 3 shots. The first shot will make a corruption hit with the cult rifle, so a total of +3 damage. 4, 5, can't add. -2 for defense is 3 wounds. And then that other rifle shot deals 5 damage, for 3 wounds. And 30 XP. Sadie, let's see what damage you can do. You can have a grit, which is good. Step right up. We will be using the Outlaw Pistol and the Judge, naturally. Looking for 5s. Right, we have got 4 hits, which would be criticals if the Hell Vermin wasn't tough. Right, damage. D6s for the Judge this time. Alright, so after the 2 defense, that's going to be 6 damage. That will do fine. We don't need to re-roll that. Because we wouldn't be able to kill it this round anyway. You do get some experience points though, Sadie. 30. Right, next round. We hold back the darkness, and the Hell Vermin regenerates 2 wounds. The beastie will scamper around to this side and attack Randall. Ooh, 2 corruption bites. Alright, Randall, defend against the bites first. 2 dodges, very good. And now the corruption bites. Make those willpower saves. Failed 1. That only makes him stronger. Let's have Sadie go first this time. She gains a grit from Wildcard. And 1, 2. She does have some extra movement from encroaching shadows. She needs to make an escape test for that. Yeah. She can move further into the summoning chamber. And then the Judge and the Outlaw Pistol into the Hell Vermin. Not great. So let's spend that grit we just gained to re-roll these. Another very poor performance from the Judge there. Still, we'll see what the Outlaw Pistol can do with its damage. We've got 1 and 2 for 3 damage. So 13 wounds on the Hell Vermin now. Randall activates. 2 for movement. Let's see if we can get a little further into the room. My escape test passes. And with encroaching shadows we can move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Okay, our occult rifle. Bang, bang, bang. 1 hit. Alright, yeah, let's go with the 1 hit. Make it our corruption shot. Oh. Alright, I'm spending the grit. We can do better damage than that. Not much better. So, 3 plus 4 is 7 damage. Minus 2 for defense is 5 damage. That might do it. Yeah, that is 18 wounds, which kills the Hell Vermin exactly. Its fleshy boils burst, covering Sadie in green pus. Alright, well done you two. You can catch your breath. Randall, 3 plus 1 for the locket, 4 restored, so we'll take off 2 wounds, 2 sanity damage. And Sadie, just the 1 wound. No, Randall, here's your XP for wounding and killing the Hell Vermin. Let's have a rummage around the summoning chamber, see what we can find. Sadie, you find 1 piece of Darkstone. Randall, you find some gear. So I think, Sadie, if you pass that Darkstone to Randall, we'll put that in the tomb chest. And then Randall, you have found Rune of the Void. It's an upgrade. Use 2 Darkstone to attach it to any item. You recover 1 grit and gain 25 experience points anytime you pass through a gate. That is right up Randall Street, isn't it? We don't have to attach it to the cult rifle. We could attach it to the Book of the Occult. That would seem appropriate. Yes, let's do that. Kachik! Take off 2 Darkstone. Alright, that seems like a good place to end the session for now. Next time we will go through one of these doorways, see what is there. Hopefully the lair of this brutal night terror. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I will see you next time.